The footage itself was actually captured by a CCTV camera in her little cousin's house, located somewhere in Indonesia. In the video, the boy can be seen relaxing on the floor of his grandma's room, just playing a game on his phone, while she's sick resting in bed, when suddenly something utterly terrifying is captured. The boy's legs suddenly get pulled as he's dragged over. Terrified, he gets up, opens the door and runs out of the room. And strangely, the door beside him opens by itself. What makes this even more creepy is that when his cousin Erica asked him what happened, he explains that his grandma, who was in bed, suddenly said she could see 3 women close by. Thinking she was just not well and seeing things, the boy ignored it and carried on playing on his phone. Then shortly after, he was suddenly dragged across the room.
Terus? Kan aku awalnya kan main FF. Tiba-tiba Opung bilang, apa itu perempuan 3 orang, satu dekat TV, satu dekat itu, yang kamera-kamera, satunya di balik tirai.
And that's when it happened. The family believed that spirits seemed to be attracted to that room, and may have something to do with Grandma's poor health state.
TikTok user Kaylin Moore from Los Angeles, California claims that an old mirror in her home sometimes shows things that just aren't there.
So this is an old mirror that I upcycled, and I swear that sometimes you can see stuff in the background of the mirror that isn't actually there in real life. So I'm just gonna do a couple back and forths, but I'm curious to see if anyone sees anything that maybe I didn't catch. So here we go. Here's the mirror. Okay, so that's the background. And once again, my apartment. Alright, comment if you see anything that's out of place.
Did you see it? As Kaylin's looking in the mirror, something can be seen sitting on the couch right behind her. But when she turns around, it's gone. Whatever it is, it seems to only be visible in the mirror. Now, whether it's real or just another elaborate TikTok hoax, as always, I leave it up to you to decide.
Qual é, mano? Do nada, bode, mano. Bode, do nada.
The Shadowy Shepherd. This next creepy video was captured by Twitter user Eldar Glorfindel. Eldar says that he and his friends were about to head home after spending a day at the beach in the city of Niterói, Brazil. They spotted a lone goat trotting down the street. So Eldar decides to take a quick video of the goat to share with his friends on social media, kind of as a joke. But his friends are shocked when they spot something that Eldar did not see.
Qual é, mano? Do nada, bode, mano. Bode, do nada.
Some eerie figure can be seen watching Eldar and his friends from the shadows. Eldar's baffled and swears that he and his friends didn't see anyone standing there at the time. But whoever or whatever it is, the goat does seem to take notice. So what do you think is going on here? Let me know down in the comments.
A man named Chase Beckstead, along with his wife Rachel, had been staying at Rachel's grandfather's house. Unfortunately, he had just passed away only a month ago. Late one night, when the two are just getting ready for bed, something terrifying happens.
How you doing? You okay?
I don't know.
So, we were just going to bed and we're not... Let me just show you. literally had to put the bag up against the door because we're not sure. And like, we're literally just...
The bedroom door suddenly begins to rattle out of nowhere as if someone was there, but there's nobody, nor is there any wind draft that could possibly cause this. Chase and Rachel are completely freaked out by this ordeal and decided it would be best if they head back to their own house. So they pack their stuff, and suddenly, something even worse happens. Watch closely.
Okay, so we're leaving. We got all of our stuff packed. Oh. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah, we're out here. I'm leaving. Like, I don't know what's going on.
As Chase is preparing to leave, the door suddenly slams shut on its own and begins to rattle continuously once again. This time sounding even more aggressive than previously. Not wanting to stay any longer, he just up and leaves the place. Some people believe it was the spirit of Rachel's grandfather now bound to his former home. However, other viewers believe it is something far worse now residing in the vacant home, due to it being absent for some time.
TV in his living room when he realizes he's not alone. A man named Jordan explains that one night while he's watching Netflix by himself, through the corner of his eye, he swears he saw the shadow of someone or something quickly moving around. Feeling anxious, he begins to record for one of his friends, since out of the many times he's seen a shadow pass by, somehow this one felt real. This is what he captured. As the man pans the camera around to see if anyone's there, for just a moment, we can see a dark mass moving from one room to the other. The figure seems to be small in size, like that of a kid's. Although the shadow figure clearly has Jordan on edge, it's safe to assume this isn't the spirit of a boy, but something much more sinister. Jordan mentions he has chosen to ignore whatever he saw that night in hopes it's nothing, since he fears that it might actually be something. As to what exactly was captured moving around his home, your guess is as good as mine.
Night, when a man gets something on camera that leaves him extremely unsettled. The man recording this is known as Drosa, and on this night, he was looking after his little niece and nephew. He was taking care of them all by himself when his niece began to point at something in the dark. Drosa, their uncle, didn't think much of it until he noticed that she wouldn't stop pointing at the spot. Nothing appeared to be there, so Drosa wasn't sure as to what she was seeing. But as she kept on pointing, he began to think that maybe something is actually there. Feeling immensely unnerved, he records this video.
Then this door is wide open over here, man. Or just, I don't know. She's like looking over there, like there's someone over there. She's freaking me out. Look, she's pointing. See? There's someone over there. I'm freaking out. Who are you pointing at? Who is he? How come you keep pointing? Where's he at? Is he over there?
Will you read it to us, please?
Who is he? I'm not really sure who it is, but yeah, she's like pointing upwards. They must be tall or something. Look, she's pointing again, look.
His niece would not stop pointing at this spot for some reason. Even creepier is that she points towards the ceiling, suggesting that whatever is there is most likely tall. But as if things couldn't get any more creepy, Drosa records this.
Yeah, she said something though. Like, it's crazy because, like, I don't know, I'm just babysitting my niece and nephew. My nephew's right here. Then it's her, and then she keeps pointing at something. You gotta get out of here, man. You gotta leave, man. Honestly, you're not welcomed here. Leave. Whoever you are, leave. You're scaring my niece. Look, she keeps pointing at you. Get the out of here, man.
Just when things were getting tense, this happens. An object unexpectedly falls towards Droza and his niece. It's almost as though something had thrown it. Caught off guard, Droza is left speechless, but only to a certain point, because later he vents his frustration with whatever it was that was messing with him and his niece.
You gotta get out of here, man. You gotta leave, man.
He then stops recording and decides to ignore it. Despite everything, he still, to this day, has no idea as to what his niece was seeing at this hallway.
They received a notification that someone was at their door when they see this. A woman named Claire Owens uploaded a haunting footage taken from her front entrance security cameras. It's late at night when she gets a notification that someone was at her door. As she looks to see who it is, she makes a horrifying discovery. From their neighbor's front yard, we can see a dark shadow figure dashing at inhuman speeds. Whatever this is seems to have been detected by the neighbor's motion-activated lights as they turn on and off when it runs by. The family uploaded the video, believing that they might have encountered a being that's not from this world, paranormal, or just a simple camera glitch. What do you believe?
My fucking God. Mom. 3. Oh my God. Mom, that's a foot. That's not no barefoot, Mom. Look at my foot. Look at my foot. Mom, look at my foot. Look at this shit. Oh my God. Unless it was a deer running.
TikTok user DarkSecret37 is a mother from the Philippines currently living in Japan with her 2 sons. One evening in the spring when the sakura trees are in full bloom, the 2 boys make a video with one of their friends filming. What happens next is truly bizarre. Did you see it? A hand wraps around one of the boys' legs. The guy who's recording is shocked and hurries over to inspect the area around the 2 boys. But there's nothing and no one there. Some Japanese TikTok commenters believe that long ago someone was buried on the spot where the sakura tree now stands, and that the restless spirit tried to reach out to the children. Literally. But what do you think this creepy hand could be? Is it real or just an elaborate hoax? You decide.